Whole players, look, here comes a consequences of my actions chasing me right now. Roll the clip.
And thank you guys for being here. Brian, thank you so much for all your sacrifices doing this and showing really what capitalism's all about, right? This is private enterprise at its finest, doing it better, faster, cheaper than anything else. And what you guys are doing is pretty amazing. It started from a grassroots effort, and it's just doing some wonderful things for an important issue.
Well, that video definitely didn't age very well. So Frumpy Dump is thanking good old Brian for teaching us all about capitalism. Well, that's one thing he was definitely doing, capitalizing, because today, Brian Kolfage was sentenced to 4 years in prison for defrauding $350,000 from the Build the Wall scheme. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat. Let's talk about Brian. I declare. Steve Bannon's friend. So Brian Kolfage, I may be saying that wrong, is a Frumpy Dump tank sniffer. He's friends with Steve Bannon, and he also was one of the ones that started the Build the Wall campaign. So today, Brian Kolfage was sentenced to more than 4 years in prison after admitting to conspiring to defraud donors in a campaign to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexican border, like Frumpy Dump promised. Remember, at first he said that Mexico was going to pay for it. Then all of a sudden, honey, it changed up expeditiously. He took some money from the military, and then they ended up starting this campaign where people could donate to build that wall, honey. Now, Steve don't wash his ass unless Frumpy Dump tells him to. Bannon was also charged in the case, but he received a presidential pardon from Frumpy Dump in the final hours of his term. Now, Brian, who is a veteran, lost his legs in Iraq, and he pled guilty last year to misappropriating funds meant for the We Build the Wall campaign. Today, the judge announced a 51-month sentence, and another former Bannon associate also pled guilty, and he was sentenced to 3 years in prison. The judge said the fraud perpetuated by these two went well beyond ripping off individual donors. They hurt us all by eroding the public's faith in the political process. According to federal prosecutors, Brian Kolfage took more than $350,000 and he spent it on boat payments, jewelry, and cosmetic surgery. He also pled guilty to tax charges. Now, Brian Kolfage attorneys proposed that he be sentenced to home detention, citing his medical needs. Like I told you, he lost his legs. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Now, Steve Bannon got out scot-free because of that presidential pardon, but Frumpy Dump did not pardon a veteran who lost his legs. I declare, honey. Wow. That's crazy, huh? I'm pretty sure he was just like Joe Exotic, waiting on them pardons to come on the last day, and when his name didn't get called, I knew he was shooketh. Players, y'all put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking about this. This is Double D Mother for the Black Accurate News.